And they had Test Tippett had a restaurant
Cafe.
there. And,
We called it a cafe back then, right?
Oh, I know. That's all it was.
Today it's a steakhouse and a restaurant, but back then it was just a cafe.
The restaurant's not. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
And of course, way back, and I can remember the cotton gin
Yes.
and the grist mill.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember those being there. And then you came on up the street, and there was another little cafe that Mom and Daddy had at one time. And John Bush came from Iowa up to buy Cedar Post, and they had them piled. I mean, they would bring them in, and they'd put them right there by that little cafe. And then there was a feed store on the other side of that, and the old hotel.
Yes.
Yes. And I think that's all there was on that. There was another building, but I don't know what was in it.
Right.
I don't remember.
Now, my mom and dad had a cafe, or was in one of those cafes
Yeah.
at the time there. I know because my brothers and sisters used to sneak in the back window and steal candy bars from the cafe.
Then Clay Brown, Clay and Neva took the big store over.
Yeah. Tell me something, Ella. Tell me something about your family. Where you come from, your ancestors and people that came to this area.
The only grandparent that I had really was Grandpa Fletcher, Fletcher Austin.
Oh, okay.
And Mama's parents had already passed away, and Daddy's family always lived at Lid Hill. They may have lived in Oklahoma some, I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, now my mother and dad or grandmother, they went over into Oklahoma for a short amount of time and then came back to Lid Hill.
Yeah. Well, Mama was actually born in Oklahoma. And I know Mama's said, but I don't know. I just know. But her mom and dad were half Indian.
Cherokee? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, see, my grandmother, Hancock, was part Cherokee.
Okay.
And so that came on up through my mama and me. I haven't scalped anybody lately, or
well, I haven't either, but
I've wanted to a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
So Fletcher Austin was your grandfather.
Was my grandpa.
Okay, now that comes on up. Now your mom and dad's names were?
My dad was Roy Austin.
Roy Austin.
Of course, John Roy. Mm-hmm. And Mama was Dolly Roy.
Dolly Roy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That was her last name before she married. And they worked, when Mom was 6 years old, all of her brothers and sisters were orphaned. Mm-hmm. And they just went around, lived with whoever would have them then.
Right.
But then Mama was staying with Uncle Lou and Uncle Lou Hunter. She was working. Aunt Jenny had died, and she was taking care of all the Hunter kids, and that's where her and Daddy met and married.
I see. Now you have brothers and sisters?
I believe so.
How many last time you looked, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I had 7, but my youngest brother died in 1942, and then John Roy was the oldest one. And then there were 7 of us all together.
Okay, all right.